The Bada Gumbad is a square tomb with an imposing dome, turrets on corners, and facades possessing a semblance of being double-storied. Arches and bracket and lintel beams are both used as spans here. On the interior, it is ornamented with stucco work and painting, while on the outside, the monotony of grey stone is relieved by the use of red and black stones. The person lying buried in it is not identified, but obviously he must have been a high-ranking officer during the reign of Sikandar Lodhi. Adjoining the Bada Gumbad on the west is a mosque known as the Bada Gumbad Mosque, which appears to have been erected as an adjunct to the tomb. Built with ashlar stone, the front of its rectangular prayer hall is faced by 5 arched openings, the central one sited in a projected frame. Over the arches run a chhajja. The 3 central bays of the hall are surmounted by low domes, the end bays being covered by flat roofs. Oriel windows projecting on its north, south, and on the west from the back of the mihrab bay are features which distinguish the early Mughal mosques. The rear corners and the sides of the mihrab projection are occupied by tapering minarets in the Tughlaq style, but seem to anticipate the octagonal towers of the early Mughal and Sood periods. The mosque is profusely ornamented with coloured tiles and with foliage and Quranic inscriptions wrought in incised and painted plaster. The mosque was built in 900 Al-Hijri, circa 1494 CE, during the reign of Sikandar Lodhi, as seen from the inscription over the southern mihrab. It occupies an important place in the development of the Mughal mosques. The dominating position of the Bada Gumbad and the present absence of a grave inside it have misled some scholars to believe that it was raised as a gateway to the mosque. The long hall in front of the prayer hall appears to have been raised at a later date as the Mehman Khana or the guest house. Currently, the structure lies in the famous Lodi Gardens used for recreation by the inhabitants of South Delhi. Another important structure within the Lodi Garden enclosure is the Sheesh Gumbad. Architecturally, it follows the usual pattern of the square Lodi tombs with a double-storied appearance and is not much different from the Bada Gumbad. Its western walls contain a mihrab, which served as a mosque, but the other sides have a central entrance in a projecting frame. Inside, the ceiling is decorated with incised plaster work containing floral patterns and Quranic inscriptions. Originally, the tomb was richly decorated with blue tiles, forming friezes below the cornice, and the string course and a border around the horizontal panel above the central entrance on the facades. This decoration, now surviving in traces, gave it its Persian name, meaning a glazed dome. It is not known who lies buried in this tomb, although there exist several graves inside it. It was, however, obviously built during the Lodhi period, perhaps during the reign of Sikandar Lodhi.